Do y'all smell that? It's kerosene and gasoline. Now, normally I'd be freaking out and I'd be calling a 999, 911 over in America. However, we're about to listen to Adrenalina from Senhit, the freaky queen herself. Now, of course, I have already watched this in a preview video. I saw like 90 seconds via Zoom. You can click that link, it's down below. But this is my first time watching the official music video. I am so excited. Oh my goodness. Debin, I know you are ready.
Hey, William.
But the question is, are you ready for that adrenaline rush?
Let's do it.
Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. So on Wiwibloggs.com, I'm reading a quote from Senhit herself. She says, "I always want adventure, excitement, new experiences, to live at 360 degrees. Adrenalina represents me best with its mix of international electro-pop and refined sounds of instruments that come from Eritrea. That's why I've decided to take it also on the Eurovision stage. With Luca Tomasini, we are preparing the greatest show." So yes, she uses Spanish lyrics, but she's also drawing on her heritage. Her parents are, of course, from Eritrea. I love this already. Oh, and by the way, at the time of filming this video, it is unclear if Flo Rida will be with her on stage in Rotterdam. He has said, or rather the team has said, that if it is possible, he will be there. But of course, these are difficult times. There's all sorts of restrictions all over the place. You know, maybe he doesn't have time to be locked away for 2 weeks. There's just a lot of factors. But the fact that they're trying to make this happen is very exciting. All right, hitting play.
Oh, it's upside down.
Whoa. The reflection is so
Adrenalina.
beautiful.
Something wrong with my computer.
Okay.
This is upside down.
Oh, this is a tease. This is a real tease. Is it upside down?
Ah!
What? Is my computer...
Oh,
no, there we
yes, honey.
Wow. Taking us somewhere
Wow.
else instantly.
A pink diamond.
Ooh.
It's a symbol of happiness.
If you snatch her wig, you're gonna have to pay a lot, because these wigs look expensive.
Oh, the bass line here is
Wow.
so kicking. Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is so sensual. Building really nicely. She looks amazing. Vogue Italia.
This is so edgy. It's so fashion forward. I love this whole Technicolor, futuristic.
This is amazing. I don't know these instruments, but I love it. Bringing that African realness, that Eritrean realness. Oh, wow.
Oh, I
Cirque du
love
Soleil.
that.
Cleavage.
Oh my God.
Bangs. Pole dancers.
Wow. It's like a reimagination of Spencer Tunic, like the installations.
Wow.
Real life-size sort of
This is stunning. This is absolutely
nude
stunning.
and flying.
From pleather to kind of Victorian neck pieces.
That eyeshadow is on fleek.
Oh. I love this.
Woman on a horse. There's a symbol right there. Ah, Flo Rida, boo.
Flo Rida. Gasoline, kerosene, stop,
I
drop,
love
roll.
it. Kind of layering
Wow.
rap on oriental sounds.
This looks expensive. Wow. He's serenading
Oh, yeah.
our freaky queen.
Oh, I love
Destiny.
it. Love it. Oh, yeah.
I love this. It's like she's a living doll.
That banana.
All these poses, all these costumes, playing dress up, but in a Vogue Italia closet.
Do you know what? This bamboo wooded area is so phallic. It's like glow up
Wow.
in my bamboo.
Is this a bamboo forest?
Lollipop. Okay.
Ending with the provocative lollipop. Emphasis on the pop. Wow.
I have been so adrenalized that now I just need to recharge. Like, San Marino, Senhit, Luca Tomasini, you are taking me to new levels. There is so much to unpack here. Where do I begin? What Senhit, her team, and Luca Tomasini are presenting here for us to see in this Adrenalina music video are fundamental shakeups to musical consciousness. I repeat, they are fundamental shakeups to musical consciousness. Let me just point out, I saw a 90-second snippet with William when we're previewing this. I actually thought that was a music video, like we just seen a segment of it where she's jumping off a plane. No, Senhit is just presenting her entry. Now, who does that? Who also brings Flo Rida into the mix? Can I just point out, Flo Rida back in 2007, his single Low topped the most digital download sales of all time. Repeat, most digital download sales of all time. You're not just featuring, you're featuring a global megastar. Now, you know what? For that alone, huge props. But putting that to one side, for now, this still slays Flo Rida in or out. That's the way I see it.
Okay, wow. I feel like I've inhaled kerosene because my head is like, ugh. This is San Marino's best Eurovision entry ever. Yes, hands down ever. And also, this is one of the best music videos we have ever seen at Eurovision, regardless of the country. Let's just put that out there. Luca Tomasini is a genius, and Senhit is his muse. He knows how to work with her. He knows how to kind of leverage all of her assets, and she's comfortable leveraging her beauty, her voice, her choreo, her body in Luca's hands. It's the perfect synergy. This wig game is on point. You know, Dolly style, this makes the Dolly style wigs look cheap. She's working blue, she's working pink, she's working blonde, and it all works. She's able to pair bold wigs with bold clothes. We go from old school Victorian, kind of like that Montaigne neck piece, and then we kind of go to, I don't know if it's Harajuku, if it's Vogue Italia. It is just so modern, contemporary, and now Harper's Bazaar, Marie Claire, In Style, Vogue Italia, Vogue Russia, Vogue China. Put Senhit on the cover. She's ready for her editorial spread.
Confronting this musical visual feast requires some element of deconstruction. Yeah? It just requires layers and peeling off the layers. Let me just start with the equestrian images here. Senhit is in a white cape riding a horse. Actually, no, she's stationary. Okay, horses represent freedom, but right here, what do we have? A woman with power in control. You've got lips popping out of polka dot furniture. You've got a man peeling a banana and he wasn't eating it, he was simulating, I'm gonna let you fill that in. But you know what Senhit was doing at the same time? Sucking on a lollipop. Now, yeah. It's playful, it's sexy, it's tongue-in-cheek, it's dancey, it's club ready, the bass line is kicking. You know what? Even down to her pink heels, they're not just fashion statements. It's a symbol of female empowerment. Yeah, you heard it right. These are symbols of female empowerment, symbols of strength, symbols of fertility, symbols of sexuality. There is so much going in. I mean, like, look at Tomasini's visual direction is very busy, but at the same time, totes engaging. It's like an assault on your senses, but you kind of don't want to miss a beat. Even when she goes in the beginning, 5 looks in 5 seconds. Yeah, go rewatch it, go count, because I did that.
You know, the first time I heard this a while ago, I was like, oh, if any other country sang this, people would say this is generic, this is so cheap, Fuego 2.0. But no, when you pair this with the visual, this elevates, and any country would be proud to have this. Just because the title is in Spanish does not mean that it's cheap. There's this kind of bias, like, oh, another song with Spanish lyrics. The reason people choose Spanish lyrics is because Spanish language lends itself well to fun, to party, to feeling good, to feeling happy, and people like hearing songs in Spanish. Yes, you've got Fuego, but this is not Fuego. This is a totally different vibe, fusing African instruments with that Latin pop. This is original and unique. Then enter Mr. Flo Rida, Florida. My phone is always correcting Flo Rida as Florida. He is from Florida. But Florida, the state, is actually a good analogy. It's spicy, it's hot, it's warm, it's happy, it's entertaining. MGM Studios, Disney, it's got all of this going on. He's a showman, and his rap fits with the song. It doesn't feel like they've just kind of, copy, cut, insert. No, this feels organic to the song. Even in the video, it's clear they're not together. They're clearly like green screened in, but it looks good. It looks expensive. And I love that he is serenading Senhit. She's getting her moment as the freaky queen. You know what? Freaky was fine. This is next level. This is an example of an artist saying, okay, Eurovision was canceled. That's awful, sad, and upsetting, but I'm a reset. I'm a reboot, and I'm gonna take things higher. Freaky, it could have made the final, whereas this is making the final. This is quality. In fact, dare I say, with the right staging, if their vision in this video translates to the stage, we're looking top 10. We're looking at their best finish ever. We're looking at jury love. We're looking at televote love. I'm ready to go. Valentina Monetta's house, I hope her backyard is big, because if they have to host, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to San Marino or Rimini, San Remo, wherever. Let's go. If Senhit is on stage with the crowd.
The track itself, this is banging. This is perhaps the best thing that San Marino has actually put out, and they've had good entries. Valentina Moneta with Chrysalis and Maybe. Sir Hat was saying na na na. I was all over that. But this year's Adrenalina, it's kind of telling us that San Marino is not just in it to show up or to participate. They're actually taking victory seriously. Of course, it begs the question, where will they host? But you know what? One step at a time. If Crystal Hall can be constructed from scratch to finish in 11 months, I'm sure San Marino can figure something out. I think this is actually challenging for the top here. For victory even. I'm kind of at that point now. You're bringing a huge Billboard winning star. You've got his endorsement on a track which is club ready. And you know what? The other thing as well is Senhit. This track sounds very European. I like the fact that the enunciation isn't perfect. It sounds like something, it's not Italo disco, but it's Italo club, isn't it? And it also has a Spanish title, Adrenalina. And it's just got that European summer vibe. We've been locked in our houses for 2 years almost now. I'm done. I want to party. Like literally, I just want to party.
And you know what? People often poke at lyrics and say they're basic, but I think what elevates basic lyrics into something special is the delivery. And Senhit is so, what's the word? She's got conviction in this. You believe that she's singing to the love of her life. You believe she's got all these neurotransmitters firing, she's got all these neurotransmitters going. Adrenaline, epinephrine, the endorphins, whatever, they're all rushing. Serotonin, because I'm all happy. We're like fire and gasoline. Come and light it up with me. So high on adrenaline. You're my adrenalina. Just one touch and I'll ignite. I'm a flame on dynamite. So high on adrenaline. You're my adrenalina. And Flo Rida's sequence, let's just appreciate these lyrics. Step in the party cause she know how to do my body like hot coals. Gasoline, kerosene, stop, drop, roll. I can't blame it on the stove. 911 when she coming down the pole. Yeah, we like flames when we touch, can't get enough. We get ignited, so excited. You can feel a rush like cloud fire, more fire. When we in the club, put out my lighter, got the heat. She got me burning up so hot. Look at it steam up. And there's more, but I'm just gonna explode with adrenaline if I keep reading.
Another thing I love about this is that it's borrowing lots of other art forms. Senhit, as you know, is huge on cinema. She's huge on photography. She loves, of course, you know, the choreography. She's always doing those kind of, you know, let's do the freaky dance, the freaky road trip. Well, that, you know what, that freaky road trip just had a climax. And you know what? I'm gate crashing that orgy. That Spencer Tunick, he's an American photographer. He does like real size images of nudity is his thing. You know, when all those dancers were on that pole and just kind of spinning round. And the other part in the bamboo forest as well, where they're all writhing over her playfully, just reminds me of his work. It's like borrowed genius. I could write a dissertation on Adrenalina, but that's not what a reaction video calls for. So I'ma leave it here. Let me just say, this is qualifying and this is smashing everything. Currently, it's in the top 10 in the betting odds, firmly. And this is not even Flo Rida doing it. This is just like, this is the track. And if my man makes it a Rotterdam, it changes the game, babe. It changes the game. And thank you, Senhit, because you know what? Eurovision, yes, of course, lots of people watch it. It's at least 170 million people. Some stats say 220 million. Regardless, let's call it 200 million. But for somebody like Flo Rida, it's still a different world. You know, these two worlds don't always meet. People see Eurovision as a one day show, but what this is doing is taking it to greater height, much greater heights. And this is a good thing for the contest. It's a really good thing to have global superstars making an impression, collaborating with, you know, national artists from Italy and just kind of slaying. It's like, collaborations are good. It's a good thing. And of course, you know, it gets you results because, you know, Flo Rida fans are going to want to check her out at the very least. I think they'll be doing more than that. They'll be voting too.
Look, long story short, this is just fantastic. I don't think this is just fan hype because small San Marino has punched above its weight. I think this is actually a good song. I think if this was in another country, from another country, you would still like it. This is much better, for instance, than Baila Baila from Melody Festival in this year. This the Alvaro Soler song. This is also much better than Mirella's song, which featured the lyrics Baila Baila a few years ago. Yeah, wow. I'm just really excited to see what they do on that stage. I'm wishing them so much luck. In any case, that's what we think.
But what do you think?
Could Senhit give San Marino its best ever finish? Is this destined for the top 10? Do you think it hinges on Flo Rida being there? Personally, I think this could still work without Flo Rida. I mean, it'd be a shame if he couldn't go, because I think he will add a lot of hype and buzz, and he's a great performer. But I think even if they have, I don't know, backing vocals or maybe someone else rapping, I think it'll still work. So hope is not lost in either case.
Follow us on multiple social media platforms. We are on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Tumblr, Pinterest, and guess what? Senhit is slaying on many of those platforms, so make sure you follow her too. And we will see you later. Arrivederci!
Ciao.